Hello guys, this is Pearl and you are most welcome to today's tutorial. For today, I am super excited to take you through a tutorial on how to write a good content for SEO, which is search engine optimization. Now we are going to explore three major things for today. The first one is how and where to find great keywords related to your website content. The second one is where and how to find out or determine the competition based on that particular keyword. And the last one is how to write relevant content, or where to get a lot of ideas based on that keyword to write relevant content for your website. Now let's get started to know more. Let's go. One of the most important things you need to always keep in mind if you really want to write a good content for SEO is that your SEO always needs a good keyword research. What is a good keyword research? A good keyword research simply means optimizing keywords and key phrases so that search engines will understand your content. Now, when using keywords to write your content, make sure that you are not using too many keywords that are irrelevant to the content, or just too many keywords. This is not only going to put your readers off, but you are going to be penalized for keyword stuffing when it comes to search engine optimization. Now, always make sure that you are sticking to keywords that are simple and also very relevant to your content. And this will help you put together a good content that will be SEO friendly. Now, one major website or one site that can really help you to get relevant keywords related to your content or find keywords related to whatever you want to put together is Google Keyword Planner. Now, let me show you how Google Keyword Planner works, and I'll take you through to the end and we'll discover more things in this tutorial. Right on my screen is Google Platform. So for you to have access to the Google Keyword Planner, first of all, you have to click on Tools and Settings. Once you click on Tools and Settings, under Planning, locate Keyword Planner. It brings you to this page. Click on Discover New Keywords, and there's a most important action you need to take on this page. That is to change your location. You want to change the location to a location in which your target audience are based. Always change the location you want to target. So I'm going to change this location to the USA because that is where I want to target, and that is where my target audience are. So just click on Target, and after clicking on Target, click on Save. Now it's time to search for a particular keyword. I'm going to search for polo shirt. Press enter on your keyboard and click on Get Results. Now you realize that Google Keyword Planner gives you thousands and thousands, tons of results on just one particular key term, which is polo shirt. So I have a lot of results right here, and you can choose any of them that will help you write relevant content for your website, and this will really help you a lot. Now, one most important thing about choosing keywords is that don't just choose a keyword because you just want to choose anything and write content on. Choose a keyword that will help you write relevant content, and if that keyword has nothing to do with your content, don't force your way to write something about it. For instance, if Fred Perry Polo has nothing to do with your content, don't force your way to write something around Fred Perry Polo. Just move on and find other relevant content that is in relation to your website. So for instance, if golf shirt is relation to whatever website you want to put across or whatever you're selling, then you can include golf shirt right here and write relevant content around golf shirt. A very important thing to always keep in mind when it comes to choosing keywords is always choose a keyword with a large volume. You always have to choose a keyword with a large volume, because once you don't do that, you realize that you'll be choosing a keyword from here and you'll be writing a content on that keyword, but you'll not be getting traffic. That means you'll be wasting your time choosing keywords, writing content on it without any traffic. So always make sure that you are choosing a keyword which has a larger volume, and when you do that, you are really going to get a lot of traffic on your content or on your website. And even Google Keyword Planner gives you more details on the number of people that are averagely searching for a particular keyword in a month. So these are the results, and you can just look through and choose a keyword with a larger volume search. This is very important because because it is really going to help you get traffic on your website. And don't choose any keyword with a very low volume search because it wouldn't help you at all to get traffic. Once you are certain on the keywords you want to focus on, or on the keywords you want to target better and include it in your online content, then the next stage or step 2 is to check or assess the competition on that particular keyword. This is very important because if you don't assess the competition on that keyword, you might use a keyword that has too many competition and your content is going to struggle in SEO to get to the top. So it is very important to check the competition or assess the competition on your keyword. So once you move or once you get a lot of keywords from Google Keyword Planner, always make sure that you check the competition or assess the competition on all your keywords. Now you can use a very powerful tool or a very powerful platform like SERPstats. SERPstats allows you to check the competition of your keyword. Now let's look at how SERPstats works and how SERPstats allows us to assess the competition on our keywords. Let's get into this. This is the SERPstats website or the SERPstats platform. Now let's type in a keyword. Our keyword is polo. Okay, now once you type in the keyword on SERPstats, you also have to change the location. So I'm going to change it to US, and now USA is global. So we have google.com, and let's click on search. Now, when you click on search, it's going to give you the result on your keyword or your key term. So you can see polo shirt right here. Look at the competition. 72 over 100. This is too much competition, very difficult. So this is keyword difficulty. Okay, that means the competition is too high. Once is over 50, that means the competition is too high. This is measured on the scale of 0 to 100%, whereby 0 to 20 means easy, 21 to 40 means medium, then 41 to 60 is difficult, then 61 to 100 is very difficult. So this falls under the range of 61 to 100. So this is very difficult. That means it will be very, very difficult for this keyword to rank high because there's too much competition on it. Now let me change this keyword right here, and I'm going to look for yellow polo shirt. Now let's look for yellow polo shirt right here, and let's look at the result. Okay, so you can see that there is a total drop. It has totally dropped down at all. Look at the difficulty. The difficulty is only 7 over 100, and 7 over 100 is very easy. It is very easy for this keyword to be SEO friendly because the competition on this is very low. Okay, and this is great. You can use something like this. If you change it to pink, okay, pink polo shirt, let's look at the result of pink polo shirt. Okay, so you can see that the competition is 22. It's okay for you to use something like this, knowing that you are not competing with millions or billions of people using that same keyword in their content. So that is how to use SERPstats to determine or assess the competition of your keyword. Now let's move on to how to get relevant content for your keyword. After you have used Google Keyword Planner to get a lot of keyword ideas and also gone through SERPstats to check or assess the competition of your keyword, now it's time to move on to the next stage, which is step 3. Now, step 3 is to write relevant content. You can use Google suggestions and Google related search to help you write relevant content. Now, Google suggestions and Google related search gives you an idea of what lots of people are searching for. Once a lot of people are searching for it in Google, that means it is relevant. And once it's relevant, you can of course include it in your content to help you write more relevant content for SEO. Now let's look at how Google suggestions work, and also let's look at how Google related search also work to help us write more relevant content for SEO. Let's get into this. So this is Google right here, and we are going to type in something. We are going to type in fashion. So first of all, we are going to explore Google suggestions. So when we type in fashion, let's look at the suggestions for fashion in Google. So under fashion, you can see that we have fashion style, we have fashion nova, we have fashion design, fashion schools in Ghana, we have fashion styles for ladies, we have a lot of suggestions. These are a lot of suggestions. So this is what we call Google suggestions right here. So all these are suggestions you can use, and once it pops up in the suggestion panel, or once it pops up in suggestion, that means this is what people are looking for, or this is what people are looking out for based on Google suggestions. Now when you click enter, now we are going to look at Google related search. So Google related search can be found right beneath here. So all these are related searches. So right here is Google related search. You can see fashion style, fashion clothes, fashion industry, what is fashion in simple words, fashion codes, fashion 2021, fashion Wikipedia. This is related search. So based on what people are searching for, related searches and also suggestions, you can take ideas from here and also include it in your content to help you write more relevant content. That is how to use Google suggestions and also Google related search to help you write relevant content. Another website that helps you know what people are looking for, or that helps you know what questions people are asking online, is Answer the Public. And you can use Answer the Public to help you also write relevant content. So Google suggestions, Google related search, and Answer the Public. These are three major things you can use to help you get ideas on how to write relevant content. Now let's quickly look at how Answer the Public works and how it helps you get ideas on how to write relevant content for SEO. Let's quickly look at this. This is Answer the Public, and this is exactly how the Answer the Public website looks like. So first of all, you can also decide to change the location right here to the location in which your target audience are, or the location you want to target. The next thing is to type your key term right here. So I'm going to just type in polo shirt. Just type in polo shirt right here, and the next thing is to click on search. Now let's see what the result will be. Now when you scroll down, you can see visualization and you can see data. This wouldn't really give you a clear information, so just click on data, and it gives you a lot of relevant key term ideas you can use to write relevant content. And you see right here that everything has been categorized. So under R, it just gives you a lot of relevant key terms and phrases, what people are searching for. And that people are searching for all these information, and that people are searching for all these information, and you can use these phrases to write relevant content. So that is how to use Answer the Public to find out what people are searching for, to help you write relevant content in relation to your major key term, which is polo shirt. That is how to use Answer the Public to help you find ideas on how to write a relevant content for SEO. Now, anytime you are using keywords and key phrases, always make sure that your keywords and key phrases are relevant to the content. If it is not relevant to the content, or if you are misusing keywords and key phrases, it is not only going to frustrate, or it's not going to turn the reader off, but your search engine is going to detect that you are trying to make a sales pitch. And when this is detected, you are going to be penalized for it at all costs. So make sure that the keywords and key phrases you are using has a more natural feel and it doesn't sound like a sales pitch. When you do that, you'll be able to write a good content for SEO. Now it is time to look at examples. We are going to compare two examples of websites, a website that used or that made good use of keywords and key phrases and they are ranking very high, and a website that did not make good use of keywords and key phrases and they are not ranking on a particular term. Let's look at these examples and compare the two. First of all, what we are going to do is that we are going to type inside our browser polo, and we are going to see which website is the most highly or is a highly ranked website when it comes to polo. So I'm going to type in polo right here, press enter, and let's look at the results. Which website will pop up first? Ralph Lauren is the #1 when it comes to polo in Google search engine. Now let's find out why Ralph Lauren is ranking so high when it comes to polo right here. So I'm going to click on this link right here and it's going to send me to the Ralph Lauren website. Now first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl F on my keyboard and I'm going to search for polo right here. So I'm going to get the result for polo, and you realize that Ralph Lauren use good key terms, good keywords right here. You can see a lot of keywords related to their search right here, and you realize that these keywords are very similar from what Google Keyword Planner gave us. Okay, you can see polo Ralph Lauren, and we saw exactly this in the Google Keyword Planner. Now when you scroll further down, you realize that there is men's polo shirts. We also saw this in Google Keyword Planner. So Ralph Lauren is really making good use of the keywords and key phrases Google Keyword Planner gave us previously, and this is a very good way to rank. And they are also writing relevant content in relation to those keywords. So when you scroll further down, you realize that there is polo shirt throughout the page, but they are not just there. It is relevant to the content, and this is very clear right here. No, a lot of people are not going to read this information. It's just a way, or it's just a strategy to make sure that they are writing relevant keywords, or they're writing relevant content in relation to their keywords. And from this result, you realize that a lot of people are looking for these particular keywords, and Ralph Lauren has all these keywords in their website. So once you use keywords or key phrases that a lot of people are looking for, or a lot of traffic is on it from Google Keyword Planner, then that means you are really going to rank very high with your content in any search engine at all. Now let's compare this to a different website, and let's see what that website is doing wrong, because realize that Ralph Lauren is doing the right thing by using Keyword Planner that there is a lot of traffic on, and they're also writing relevant content in relation to that keyword. So let's compare it to a website that is not really doing well in relation to polo, and let's find out what they are doing wrong. At this moment, we are going to compare our second website, which is Simon's website, which also sells polo shirts, to Ralph Lauren, and let's see what the result will be. So I'm going to type inside my Google browser again, polo shirt, and we are going to be looking out for the Simon's website. So polo shirt, enter. We are looking for Simon's website. The spelling is Simons. So we are looking for Simon's. I don't see Simon's website among the first list in Google search engine. Now let's move on to the second, and let's find out whether we are going to find Simon's. I also didn't see Simon's in the second search. Why is Simon's not ranking? Simon's website and Ralph Lauren sells polo shirts. So why is Ralph Lauren ranking, and why is the Simon's website not ranking? Let's move on to the Simon's website, and let's see, or let's find out what they are doing wrong. So we are going to move on to the Simon's website right here. Now this is the Simon's website, and I'm under the men category because that is where you find the polo shirt. So you see right here that under this category you see t-shirts, tanks, and polos. So polos is right here. So I'm just going to click on this, and it says men t-shirts and polos. So this is where I'll get all the polo shirts I am looking for. And you realize that they don't have enough content on polo. So I'm going to just type in Control F. I'm going to press Control F on my keyboard and just look for the result of polo. Type in polo, and let's see what the result will be. So you realize that as I scroll down, this platform or this website doesn't have enough content on polo, which is not so good. It's really going to affect their SEO, and it's going to it might affect their sales as well. The second thing they are doing wrong is that they are also probably not using keywords and key phrases from Google Keyword Planner. These are very important. So for instance, when you look at ripped knit hem polo, I didn't see anything like this in Google Keyword Planner. So they are also not using keywords and key phrases from Google Keyword Planner. The third most biggest and important thing they didn't add is they might not also be using a keyword that has a larger search volume. This is very important. Remember, I told you that you always have to use a keyword with a larger search volume because there's a lot of traffic on that keyword, and it's really going to help you will also get a lot of traffic. That might be the third most important thing you're not doing wrong. So these are very, very petty things. Now you realize that they also don't have enough content. They don't have enough content. They only have captions and descriptions for their product, and it's not enough. You always need to look for keywords, a lot of relevant keywords to help you write relevant content. When you scroll way down, you realize that they don't have enough content at all. It's just for only captions and description, and this is not enough. This is just not enough for you to rank. So if you really want to rank in any search engine, make sure that you are doing the right thing. Make sure that you are using enough keywords, relevant keywords, keywords with a very large and higher volume, and you definitely rank. So that is what Simon's website isn't doing well, and that is the main reason why they are not among the first 10 in Google search engine. To help you write a good content for SEO, another most important thing you have to consider is to add an alternative text to your images. People are visual, and your images needs to come with a text. Now, when your images pop up with a text, it is not enough. That particular image must have a unique or a special property. And that property of your image is what we refer to as an alternative text of the image. So that is alternative text. The special property of the image is referred to as alternative text. And once you add an alternative text to your images on your content is sure to rank very well in search engines. At this moment, we are going to compare two websites. One website added alternative text to its images and they are ranking very well, and the other website didn't add alternative text to its images, and we are going to see whether this second website is ranking well or isn't ranking well. Now let's compare the two and let's get more into this. To help you verify whether your image has an alt text, you first of all need to install an alt text texter. So right here is exactly how the alt text texter looks like, which will help me identify whether the image has a unique identity or a unique property. And you can see right here that I've added the alt text texter to my browser, which will help me work with it very easily. Now let's quickly look at our first website. This first website right here is Speedwapp, and Speedwapp sells clothes. And what I want to buy from, I want to purchase polo shirts from Speedwapp. So all I can do is just type in polo, and let's look at what the result will be. Let's look at what the result from polo shirts will be from Speedwapp. So you can see right here that it's giving me the result for polo shirt. And for me to verify whether these has an alt text, all these images or what they are selling has an alt text, all I have to do is click on the alt text texter right here. When I click on it, then I hover my image, or I hover my mouse on the images to see what is going on, or to find out whether this, whatever they are selling, has a unique identity or has an alt text. To realize that this first image right here has an alt text, and it's very good. When I hover, you realize that all the image has alt text and there is polo shirt attached to it. All the images has polo shirts attached to it. So it is very easy for this website to rank very high in relation to Google images. So this website will rank very high in Google image because they have an alt text attached to all their images, which gives it a unique identity, or which gives it a unique property. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to verify whether this website is ranking very high in Google images because they have added an alt text to their images. So we are going to go to our browser and we are going to go in, or we are going to type in polo shirt. Okay, we are going to type in polo shirt, enter. And the next thing we are going to do is to go to images. Okay, now when we go to images, look at Speedwapp right here. Speedwapp is the second highly ranked when it comes to Google images because they did the right thing by adding an alt text to all their images, and it had polo. So if I'm looking for, or if I'm searching for polo in relation to Google images, this website is really going to rank very high. Now, when I click on this link right there, all it has to do is it will just redirect me to their website page, and I can take any action that the website will allow me to take. And you can see that it has redirected me to the website right here. And all you have to do is just go ahead and take whatever action you need to take. Now, this is a very great example, and let's compare it to a different website that didn't use an alt text, and let's find out whether that website is ranking or not. This is her second website right here, and this is also a website that sells clothes as well. And I also want to purchase a polo shirt from this website, so I'm going to type in polo shirt, and we are going to find out whether this website added an alt text to their images or to whatever they are selling. So once I type in polo shirt, it gives me the result right here, and I'm going to click on my alt text. Once I click on the alt text, I'm going to hover over all the images, and you realize that as I hover, the images do not have an alt text. It says alt text missing. It's giving me a prompt that the alt text is missing. So that means all these images do not have an identity. All these images do not have a unique property. That is the alt text. They don't have any unique property. They don't have any property at all. And it's very difficult because of this website is going to be very difficult for this website to rank in Google Images because they don't have any identity or any property attached to their images. So if I search for polo shirt in my browser, I'm not going to find ASOS website ranking high, or I'm not going to find it among the list. Even if it will, it is going to struggle because it has no alt text on its images, or it has no alt text. Now let's go back to our browser and let's type in Google and let's see what the results will be. So I'm just going to go back to my browser and I'm going to type in polo shirt. Enter. And the next thing is to go to images, and we are looking for the ASOS website. So you realize that ASOS website cannot be found. I can't see ASOS website among the first 10 or even the first 20. ASOS website is nowhere to be found. That is because they did something wrong. They didn't add an alt text to its images. So because of that, in relation to Google Images, I can't see anything. I can't see ASOS website. So if you really want to rank high in Google Images, then make sure that you always add an alt text to your images to give it a unique identity. And this is really going to help your content or your website rank in search engines or in Google search images. With all the explanations and definitions, as well as the step-by-step processes and the examples I have given you or have shown you for today, I'm sure by now you know exactly what to do to write a good content for SEO. The first one is to make sure that you are doing a good work on keyword research. It is very important. And the second one is to make sure that you add an alt text to your images to help you rank very well in search engines. Stick to these practices and always practice them to help you rank or to help your content rank in SEO. Okay, people, this brings us to the end of today's tutorial, and thank you for sticking with me from the beginning to the end. If you have learned something very interesting and something very educative today, you know what to do at this point. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, all you have to do is click on the subscribe button right below, and I promise to always come your way with more educative content and interesting content for you to learn something new. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next tutorial.